Yeah, these are my test results. My testosterone right here. Testosterone 9.7. And yeah, like Opsvärde, which is kind of like the like beware, is 12. And this is concerning a bit. I mean, I've always known I had low, but the last time I did it, I had 11. So it has been gone down a bit. Whatever this is called, it's low as well. And I think this is the first time I did. No, wait. Well, one of these tests is the first time I did it, so I have some other pictures that goes deeper into these ones. But the luteiniserade hormone, the LH, is fine, which is why I'm not that worried, I guess, about the testosterone being low, because I think they said the doctor comment was the fact that this is kind of showing that I have low of these, but it's showing that my like the testosterone that my body produces, it kind of like uses it very efficiently. Yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm obviously not like androgen, like anti-androgenic. What is that called? And also know that my ME, the body produces less testosterone to deal with it. So, all right. And here you can see that specifically from this clinic, I've taken testosterone tests 1910, 2104. So 2019 in October, 2021 April, and 2023 November. And this was 11, 11, 9.7. So I don't know if the 9.7 is and the 11 are kind of like the same. That is kind of like, it's such a small drop. It's just basically one digit drop. So that's kind of like, it can't just happen, depending on a bunch of factors, right? Oh yeah, and also, I know someone's gonna leave a comment, be like, it's because you masturbate like 10 times a day, 5-10 times a day. Actually, for this test right here, I actually decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna try something. I'm not gonna masturbate at all during Saturday or Sunday. I left this test on Monday, and it's Tuesday today. So yeah, actually 2 days of nothing, and it went down. But I don't know if that has anything to do with that. You could argue, well, maybe it would have been 5 if you didn't do that. So to me, this kind of proves what kind of was my theory, that I don't really believe the thing that some people have said, that if you don't masturbate at all, your testosterone will go up after a couple of days. Like, to me, it kind of proves that's not true. I guess it also depends on the individual and the fact that, well, I have problems with my testosterone. It has always been low for me. This is specifically in my case. In your case, maybe it skyrockets if you don't masturbate for 2 days. And then these luteiniserade hormone also went down. It was kind of like almost the same for these 2 years. Then it went down. That's or like, I guess 1.5 years is the difference between these. I mean, the doctor didn't do any comment on this, so, and I think that is, in relation to this testosterone. And then the PSA, alright, yeah, this is the one that's specifically like prostate thing. And yeah, I mean, the fact that you can see that there's something in it is probably not the best, but it's low, and I'm young, and I mean, it also went down. Because, I mean, if you have high of this, it kind of like indicates that you might have like prostate cancer. And I'm very young, so. But the thing is that for me, it's kind of like, hey man, if you guys are offering cheap testosterone tests, And the doctor said, include this, I'll take it, because one of the doctor's comments on the PSA was kind of like, you're very young, so you probably don't need to take this test. You could probably wait 5 to 10 years. It's kind of like, well, getting this test that contains all of this, 75% off of just getting a testosterone and the LH test, I think is what it was. Or was it testosterone and this one? And that's because, well, at the moment it's like this month in Sweden it's the prostate cancer month, awareness for prostate cancer. So a lot of these labs and stuff do it, like very cheap. So yeah, that was my tests. Obviously, I don't like seeing my testosterone go down. I was kind of hoping it will stay the same at around 11, maybe go up a little bit, like 12, 13 maybe. But it isn't like such a huge, like, oh shit. And the ASHBG is the first time I've seen. Obviously, I haven't gotten tests from that before. And the doctor did leave a comment, which I don't have up at the moment. I'll see if the document has it. Alright, yeah. Very weird. The document of it, the doctor's comment was like a PNG, but you couldn't open it in like a normal. I was kind of like, maybe they did something wrong. Maybe it isn't a PNG, maybe it's a PDF. And well, it was a PDF format that they sent as a PNG. But anyways, I have the doctor's comment right here, and yeah, it says like, your testosterone is a bit on the lower side. I've known that, but it's lower than it used to be. This is obviously the lab doctor. It's not the doctor or the doctors I have. Like my doctors. It is just a lab's doctor. But when he talked about the SHBG, he said, it's a man. A low SHBG means that the amount of free testosterone is higher, and that the free testosterone that is active. So the free testosterone is higher, and the free testosterone that is active. And he says the fact that you have an SHBG that low and a testosterone that low means that the bigger part of testosterone that is free/active, and then he says that my LH numbers means that my body is adequate, which means like it's fine with my testosterone levels. I'm not really getting. Also, my testicles are like a normal size as well. Like they have to say like maybe they're all a little bit on the bigger side just by like taste a squeeze test like that, but they're fine. Nothing wrong with them. So I will say that the way that the doctor wrote the whole SHBG, what I told you right there is exactly how it's written. It's very hard to understand what that means. A low SHBG means that the amount of free testosterone is higher, and that the free testosterone that is active, and that is the free testosterone that is active. Alright. My body is basically using up all of the free testosterone. I don't really have that much none. Which makes sense because in other tests, not from this lab, but other tests that I've gotten from the hospitals and the clinic that I went to, in those tests, my testosterone was low. It was 11 even then. But my bioactive, which means bioavailable, which I guess is the same as active right here, was fine. So it seems that, maybe my total testosterone is low, but the active, the bioavailable testosterone is fine. So that's one reason why I'm not that worried about the testosterone levels, but it still is something, you know, to check. My testosterone, I'm just gonna change this to a PDF so that I know. Very weird that they sent it as a PNG. So thank you for watching and goodbye.